Hey YouTube, so this video is going to be about books, and all things books. So if you don't like books, you might not like this video and might want to click off. Just saying, I warned you. But if you do like books, hey, what's up? I feel you. I love books too. I get you. I understand you. But anyways, if you're a reader or a bookworm, you're going to probably nod along with a lot of these things because this video is going to be about the struggles of being a reader. I know you're probably like, oh, here we go. Hold on, let me just get my checklist out. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. But I think I've done enough talking, so let's just get on with the video. Fact number one, or struggle number one, trying to find a comfortable position when you are reading. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be sitting down on a couch or chair or your bed, but you will at some point end up in that really weird position. And if you haven't, it is going to happen. And someday you will understand the struggle. You can end up upside down. You could end up laying down like this with a book in front of you. You could be sideways, other side. It's horrible. There's so many weird positions, but you will throw away your comfort for that book because you know that that book means more to you than your comfort. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Struggle number two, movie adaptations of books. Oh my God. All of the readers know that you do not go see a movie that has a book made of it until you read the book. It is a rule. You don't do it. You don't. But the worst thing is when it's an amazing book and the movie is horrible. It's like, did you read the same book that I did? Because it doesn't seem like it. I mean, sometimes it's okay because it's just like really small things that are different. But other times it is vast things. Insurgent. Wait, what? Oh, I have a cold. It is horrible because you're sitting in that movie theater or at home watching it, and in your mind you are going crazy. Because you're like, that's not true. That's not how it works. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then you're going crazy. And everybody else around you is like, oh my God, that was a really good movie. And in your head, you're like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't accurate. It's not okay. No. Frustrates me so much. Also along the lines of that is the TV adaptations. Shadowhunters. Wait, what? What? Sometimes they're even worse than movies. And it's bad. It is so hard to watch them too. It's not like you can just push it aside. No, you're watching it and you're like, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. And sometimes they'll make up crazy things and I'm like, where did you get this from? We're just gonna move on because I could talk about that for hours and hours. Number three, sobbing in public because of a book. I have done this way too many times. I have cried in a train. I have cried at school. You name it, I've probably cried there. The thing is, if a book is really good and it makes me cry, then I'm going to have myself feel those emotions because it's not fair to the author to not allow myself to feel those emotions in public. And it can get really awkward because there could be a bunch of people around you and you're just sobbing and your mascara is running down your face, your makeup's in splotches everywhere, and then the people are looking like at you and they're wondering, is she okay? Does she need help? Are you okay? Like, mentally. And you're just like, you're crying your eyes out, and then you know they're looking at you and you want to stop, but you don't. You don't stop. You just keep reading. Ugh, it's the worst. Ugh, it's so bad. Number four, lending your books to your friends. Now, it's not always bad lending them to your friends, but I'm very specific about my books when I lend them to a person. And I'm going to tell a quick story. I lent this girl this book, All the Right Places, which is an amazing book. because she had wanted to read it for a while and I had it with me, and when I was reading it in class, she saw it and asked when I was done if she could have it. Not have it, but borrow it so she could read it. So of course I gave it to her. And it took her a really long time, first of all, to finish the book. And I mean, some people are slow readers, so I mean, I couldn't kind of like hate on her for that. But in my mind, I'm like, geez, why are you taking forever? But the worst thing is when I got the book back, this was a paperback book, so it was torn, there were pieces of the cover missing, the pages were horrible, and I was like, did you go through a tornado? Is there a tornado that I did not know about? Did you chuck my freaking book in a blender? Like, how? Like, oh my god, how? And another time, I also lent a girl a book, and she gave it back to me without the cover. And it was a nice cover, too. I mean, I wasn't very passionate about the book, but the girl wanted to read the book that I had gotten for Christmas, so she was Girl Online. And so I gave it to her, and then she gave it back to me and didn't have the cover. And when I asked for the cover, she's like, oh yeah, I'll bring it back. And then she moved, so I still don't have that cover. We're gonna move on. It's so hard to lend people books. Sometimes I don't lend them at all. Number 5, the pain of waiting for a book in a series to come out. Now, I try to avoid reading series that are not completely finished, but now I'm reading this, and it's still coming out, and I don't know what I've done to myself. It's horrible because then you're like, oh my god, I'm in love with this book, oh my god, what's the next book? And then you're like, oh wait, that's not out yet. So then it's most likely it always happens to me at least, where it's like a year later that book comes out. So you of course aren't going to stop reading books. Like, who does that? You're going to keep reading, but then you're just like always thinking about that book. And then when that sequel or third book or whatever comes out, or finally comes out, and you finally get your hands on it, because it's not easy to get your hands on a new book. When you finally get your hands on it, and you've forgotten everything about the previous book. That has happened to me multiple times. Ugh, it's horrible. It's so bad. Ugh. It's so bad. So that is why I try and stay away from reading series. It's really bad. Number 6. Yeah, I believe number 6. Deciding what books to bring with you on vacation. Now, people who don't read a lot are probably like, it's easy, just bring one book. But we don't bring just one book. We bring 5 or 6. And then you're figuring out, do I actually need these clothes or do I need the books? It is a very hard decision to make. Ugh, I have gone on vacation before with like 5 books. It is not even funny. I always have a book on me too, like if I go anywhere. So this kind of also applies. If I go anywhere, I always have a book on me, and it's so hard because you will try and fit your book in any bag. Even if your bag's like, I am not going to be able to fit this book, you're in your head, you're like, yes, you are. It is going to fit. It will fit. And you fight for that. And sometimes it doesn't happen. And it's horrible. It's really sad. All right. Number 7. When it's around 2 in the morning or midnight, and your brain is like, oh, I'll just... one more page. One more chapter. Then it's already 4 in the morning and you should probably start going to get ready or whatever. And you just realize that you haven't slept at all that night. This has happened to me multiple times, but it's usually on weekends. And that it happens to me, I have stayed up so late reading a book. It's so bad because I know that I need sleep, but like then the book's like really, really good. Ugh, it's so hard to stop reading a book, like trust me. Number 7 or 8, it's one of those. 8, I think it's 8. The panic of when somebody asks you, hey, what's your favorite book? And only name one. It is so hard to do that. Like, I don't know why people have the obsession of asking, name one of your favorite books. Like, only one. And I'm like, but there's this, and then there's this, and then I have like 50 books running through my head, and I'm like, I can't just choose one. It's not fair. And you just end up screaming a book out. Oh, it's so bad. It's like, why do you have to know? Like, why one book? Why can't it be multiple books? Like, why do you have to be so specific? Number 9. Yeah, I think I'm on 9. Hating a book and so badly wanting to stop, but you feel so guilty about it, so you keep reading. Oh my gosh, I cannot just stop reading a book, no matter what. It could be so bad, but I will finish that book, whether it be 6 months later that I finished that book, a year later, 2 years later. I will end up finishing that book at some point because I will feel extremely guilty if I don't finish that book. Because in my mind, I'm like, I didn't give that book a fair chance. I'm cheating. I didn't give it a fair chance. No, that's not okay. And I go crazy about this. I literally hate myself for it because it is so miserable reading a book that you don't enjoy. Oh, it's so bad. 10, I believe. Yeah, this is 10. Being forced to stop reading in the middle of a sentence. That is horrible. Don't ever interrupt a person when they are reading. A, it's just rude, and B, we will probably hate you forever. Just don't do it. Don't do it. That is the only thing I can tell you. Do not do it. Because then we're either going to end up stopping at a really good part, or we're going to stop in the middle of a sentence. Then it's going to be so hard to find our place in that book. Do you understand me? So just, here, let me give you a fair warning. Don't interrupt a reader. You hear me? We're good. Okay. Alright, well, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm probably gonna go finish reading another book after this. But yeah, I really want to be a part of the BookTube community because they're amazing, and yeah, so I thought, why not try? So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked that video, leave a thumbs up. If you like me, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more videos, since my uploading schedule is kind of crazy, hit that bell icon so you know when I post again. I know this is a really long video compared to my other videos. I'm sorry, but I do really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!